With its proximity to Washington, D.C., the area of Northern Virginia has always been an ideal location for the wealthy and affluent to settle. From Thomas Jefferson's Monticello and James Madison's Montpelier to new homes like the Albemarle House, the state's beautiful mountain views, rolling countryside, and temperate climate make the area one of the top places in the nation for the rich. But not everyone can afford to keep a mansion, and some of the most well-known abandoned mansions reside in Northern Virginia. In today's video, we will be looking at some of these estates and what their status is today. The 13 Ghosts Mansion, as it is commonly known, was first built in 1979 by a Saudi Arabian prince on land purchased from a former radio and television broadcaster. Before that, the land was used as a retreat for vice presidents in the 1940s and 50s.
You can hear that power box humming.
The mansion, which features a 6-car garage, full bar, indoor pool, and indoor shooting range that can double as a panic room, has been claimed to be a drug lord's mansion, but that's just a rumor. The prince eventually sold the house and 2,000 acres of land in the late 80s. Much of the land was parceled off into other mansions, and a section was turned into a golf course. That too was eventually abandoned after operating for just 5 years. Next, a local man announced plans to purchase the course to reopen and gathered a group of a dozen investors to collect millions of dollars. As it turned out, this was merely a Ponzi scheme, and that huckster received 7 years jail time. Finally, years later, the Homeowners Association was able to purchase the golf course and wanted to turn the mansion into their clubhouse. However, the mansion has been owned by the same family since the late 1990s.
Videos I seen, it was clean like this, but I do think maybe somebody kind of has been, at least like owns and is kind of like, I'm gonna secure it.
The estate was resecured after first appearing on YouTube in 2020, and we left it as such. Next, we head to a less preserved mansion, which is wrongly known as the Tennis Players Mansion. Unfortunately, we were a little late on this one. A fire on Halloween night 2020 left the mansion destroyed.
Yeah, this got torched recently. This was the mansion here. You can still smell it. Somebody torched it. That's why there's the abatement hearing. So just be careful on this floor. But the pool is at least still there. It was just sadly that the mansion itself has been burnt. Laundry room. Here was a little hot tub they had. Fireplace both ways. Oh, I hear bees above me. Yeah, you can just smell this fire. How fresh it was. This here was a sauna. Bathroom. Bedroom.
Built in 1985 as the home of Washington trial lawyer Robert Caidu, it featured 3 separate buildings: the home, pool house, and a 3rd clubhouse. He lived here until his death in 1994. It was then purchased in 1997 by the Embassy of Qatar, but remained abandoned. After being repeatedly fined for its disrepair, it was listed for sale in 2019.
Oh, careful on this though, it is pretty worn. You can, yeah, you can, I think we just gotta head down to get to it. It's all bamboo.
In early 2021, the mansion was one of 6 McLean County properties listed for demolition, and that summer was finally purchased and demolished. A new house is being built on the property. These certainly aren't the only abandoned mansions in Virginia. And with the pandemic, there are sure to be more newly vacated spots. But for now, we can close the door on these two former opulent estates.